What's going on, everyone? This is Talks with Kenny, and here is why Nancy Pelosi is a liar. I believe Nancy Pelosi is lying about her stock trading. Here's a quick clip about a journalist recently questioned her about it. Here's a clip. Here you go.
Over the course of your career, has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he's received from you?
What are you saying?
Over the course of your career, has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information you've received from you?
No, absolutely not. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. She could move fast for an old girl, boy. She was out of there. She's like, you can tell the question made her uncomfortable. End of the day, she has plausible deniability. Like, you can't prove. End of the day, we can't prove that she's in her husband's ear and telling her, hey, we're about to pass an antitrust bill against Google. Sell the stock. We need her phone records. I think we need her phone records. But hey, U.S. House Speaker Pelosi stock trades attract growing following online because I don't know if you guys heard, but Nancy Pelosi is one of the best stock traders in history, right? Because she always seems to make the right trade at the right time, right before something juicy happens, right? Because she's Speaker of the House. She's privy to things that's going on in Congress that will give her an advantage in the markets. Because if they pass regulations, if they pass laws, they can seriously hurt based on the sector that they're targeting at the time, right? So let's get into this report. This report's about a year ago. A year since Reddit-driven retail traders frenzied rocket the market and created the meme stock phenomenon, leading U.S. lawmakers Nancy Pelosi's investments has become a meme in their own right. Google searches for Pelosi stock trades hit a record high earlier this month as users on social media platforms including Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and TikTok scrutinized her investments, believing the U.S. Speaker of the House may have an edge on Wall Street. And she cannot deny that she does. You're Speaker of the House. You'll be privy to what your constituents are planning, especially that you guys hold the majority. She could be hearing AOC, oh, we want to put Green New Deal out there. Oh, and then she makes her rounds around the House, obviously, the Republicans. She has to talk to the minority leader. She'll hear their thoughts and she's been doing this, I don't know how long. Longer than I've been alive. She's like 86. So like she's way past retirement age. All her life, she's been in government. She knows the feeling. She can go to her husband and be like, hey, buy some Tesla stock. We're about to pass this Green New Deal type. But this is just me, my linear thinking. Like, if X plus Y equals this, come on. Like, it can be no mistake that she's performing so well in the market, especially that all she's been is a politician all her life. Discussions of Pelosi's trades is a recurring theme on social media, including with Wall Street Bets, the Reddit forum where retail investors branded together a year ago to coordinate a frenzied buying of video game retail. We already know about this. Trades disclosed filled by Pelosi, a multimillionaire, are shared widely across social media soon after they appear on the House website. Companies she disclosed trades in last year included Apple, Amazon, Tesla, and Microsoft. Like other congressional lawmakers, Pelosi is legally required to fill disclosures of her stock trades. Her reports have garnered growing attention amid a massive uptick in retail trading, as well as recent calls to ban lawmakers from trading at all. A debate Pelosi has been pulled into recent weeks. If Pelosi, if you're not doing anything, regardless if that option is there or not, whether it's there or not, it wouldn't matter to you. So if we call for all lawmakers, hey, you guys cannot be trading during your time in office, because at the end of the day, you're fulfilling a civil duty, and you shouldn't be, in my opinion, benefiting from participating, doing a civil service, right? And that's what you do. When you're operating in government, you're serving the will of the people, and as a servant, you shouldn't be able to profit off your position. So all this stock trading and stuff, that should be out of the window. Like, no, your family, you guys are not allowed to trade on individual stocks or call options and none of that. Maybe an index fund, y'all could put your money in there. I don't care. But this specifically, no way. Like, there's too many vagueness around it. There's too many circumstances where you can funnel information unless we wiretap these people their entire time they're in office. That's the only way you can justify to me that lawmakers should be allowed to trade. You're serving the will of the people. And I believe there should be like a transparency act. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas out here because that's what I believe. I believe that the government should be fully transparent. We have the technology now. I don't know why we should just make it known, because if we want to keep our politicians accountable, we should have a running tracking list of what they're doing. There should be term limits. There should be full transparency. We should have their schedule saying, hey, okay, this is what they did, whatever. And then we can ask journalists, right? Or we can ask questions. Hey, so during this meeting with Chuck Schumer, what you guys were talking about, right? You don't want to disclose that? Fine. Okay. And then, let's wiretap their phones. Like, hey, FBI, What kind of conversation did they have? Like, have a scribe in there telling me, okay, this is the meeting. Here's the transcript for the meeting that I had with Chuck Schumer. You get me? Because if you're a civil servant, you're serving the will of the people. The will of the people should be privy to what's going on in government. But what it seems like to me is Congress going to the Capitol, we don't hear nothing. Only when they pass bills or when they're doing something that we hear anything from them. I don't know. I'm just throwing out deals out here because how I view the government, I view almost like a corporation, shareholders, and the board of directors or the congressman, the president, whatever. They tell the shareholders, hey, this is what we're doing for the company. This is how we see we can increase profits, right? And then if you switch to the government, this is how we can improve America. I believe it should run just like that. And you see corporations, they perform, they're more efficient than the government because they run on profit. Because without profit, they can't sustain themselves. So they have to be efficient with their resources. Government don't operate like that. Government is a guaranteed job, essentially, because you pull money directly from us, from our taxes. So I believe we have a right to know what the hell's going on and what the hell you're doing at all times as you're serving in the Capitol Hill. Once you leave outside the Capitol, we don't care what you're doing. But when you're in there, I believe everything should be tracked, known. At least someone's privy to what the hell's going on in there. Not just leaving up to, they're doing what's best for us. How you know that? How you know they're not corrupted? How you know they're not compromised? On Monday, 27 members signed a letter calling for a floor vote on recent proposals to prohibit Congress members from owning stock in light of recent misconducts. That was the latest push to ban stock trading by lawmakers after Pelosi in December defended their right to trade in a reversal. Pelosi last week signaled her willingness to potentially advance legislation that could ban stock trading by lawmakers. Last year, Pelosi filed transaction report showing that her husband, financier Paul Pelosi, made trades valued as much as $5 million at a time in big tech corporations now facing antitrust bill in Congress. These companies are also amongst the most widely held across Wall Street, making investing in them relatively common. So yeah, that's what I'm saying is like plausible deniability. But come on, guys. It's human nature to think this. If you have an edge, you would like at least hint, hey, I think you should get these stocks. Why? And he Pelosi give him the look like, and he's like, oh, okay, I know why. And then he buys the stock. Come on, you can't completely deny that. Honor system. Like, we're going by honor system nowadays, especially seeing how corrupt politicians can become. So let me guys know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I really will appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.